Welcome back, family. You are back on the Mr.ThinkSmart Show, and I have a special guest. But before we get started, I need you to like, subscribe, and then share this message and this video with everybody you know. I have TheAsiaMajor.
Act like you know it.
You already hear it, the vocals, baby, the vocals. Now, yes, Asia Major.
It's been a long time coming.
Long time
I'm excited.
coming. You excited?
I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this moment. So I'm so happy. Smart Gang was good. Major, military, welcome.
That's what they call it. That's what they call it. It's called Major.
I call them a bunch of things. They majors, majorettes, major military, major gang, whole lot of gang. So whatever I feel like calling them.
Okay,
Yeah,
no doubt. Well, we have her on the show today because she is an enormous voice. Enormous voice. Not the voice, but she is the enormous voice. He like that. She's an enormous voice, man. We have a lot of history when it comes to just our friendship. We're not going to get too much into that because this show is about her and her brand. We're building it with this because we know that she is going to blow. When I say the sounds of Whitney with the zazz of a Beyonce, right in one person, man. What can you do but love it? Love it. Well, check it out. All right, Asia Major. How long you been in the game?
I guess I've been singing since I was like 5 years old, but actually taking it seriously at 11. I started going to the studios with my aunt. She found me at a family reunion and was like, yo, I want to take your daughter to Atlanta with me. And that's pretty much how it happened.
So that's how it started when you were a child.
That's how it started when I was young.
Wow. So over the years, I know you've sung with a couple groups.
Yeah.
As well as being solo. So how many groups has it been?
I think it may have been one group in particular, but there was a group maybe a couple years ago that wanted me to join, and I was just like, nah, I'm okay, because girls in groups, unless y'all was raised together, it's just a lot. It takes a lot out of you. It's a lot of energy.
Right.
So, and I know myself as an artist, and so I feel like when you know yourself as an artist, it's just, you just know what to stay away from and kind of just steer from, like, nah, I'm okay.
Oh, no doubt. Okay, I understand. I do understand.
Yeah.
So you've been working on a few projects.
A lot of projects. It just ain't got air yet. So
Right.
hopefully soon we'll be dropping something.
You dropping something. So you don't have a date?
Not yet. I don't want to. Actually, if I want to put a date, because maybe then if I put it in the atmosphere, it'll just work itself out.
Hey.
But I do want to drop the single, and if I do plan on dropping a single, I think I'm going to drop it January of next year.
Okay, perfect. That's good enough for us.
Yeah.
That's good enough for us. Okay, so you've been in the game for a long time.
Yes.
You've worked on a lot of music over the course of years. You've been through the educational route. You know, you've been from city to city. You're back and forth from St. Louis to Atlanta to Los Angeles and all of these different places. You dropping music, right? Now, as a artist, grinding in a time such as now, because they don't sell CDs like they used to sell no more. They don't sell, you know, all of the tapes no more.
Okay.
So, as an artist, knowing the platform, creating a platform for yourself in your own lane, because you're going to have your own lane. I put that in the atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely.
But tell us about the journey.
It's been a long one. I will say that it's definitely been a difficult one, because you run into a lot of different people who you feel have your best interest at heart. And then, you know, later on down the line, it becomes something more. Like a lot of people that I've dealt with, it's been more so, let's just create the music. And with me, that's how I feel. Let's just create the music. It's a passion of mine. So I don't really care about getting paid during that process, because I know eventually all of it will be worth it in the end. But at that moment, it's just about the music for me, and then it goes to, oh, well, we knew you were dope, but we didn't know you was this dope.
Right.
So we don't want to drop nothing yet unless we have a budget. We don't want to drop nothing yet unless, you know, we have people behind us to do this. You know, just it's a lot of technicalities that come with the industry. So aside from that, it's been an amazing journey. I will say with the CDs and the hustle that had now, it's a lot easier for you to be seen, and there are pros and cons to that, because you can be seen by anybody by just posting something.
Right.
You know, millions and millions of views people will see from all over the world.
Right.
Versus back in the day, when I lived in Columbus, Georgia, passing CDs at the Walmart, it was locals that heard you. You know what I mean? So that's cool, but the cons that come with that is just about everybody. It's becoming famous over the simplest things. So it's been a journey, and I feel like eventually mine is gonna come to fruition. But
it's gonna come to life. It's
well,
gonna come
absolutely. But it's just like I guess people are so, I think they're afraid to tap into artists that, you know, haven't established themselves as far as they would like them to, because labels nowadays, they don't grind with the artists. They don't develop the artists anymore. They don't put, you know, let's take you to the gym to get you worked out. They don't work on stamina, artist development, and just having you ready for shows and stuff like that. They want you to be perfect at that moment, so that all they got to do is say, all right, well, here it is. You've established yourself, but we gonna recoup all of the money you worked your tail off this entire year, you know, or years building your brand. But now we want to put our stamp on it, because that's all we got to do, and now it's gonna go viral. That's just been the biggest journey with me, is just trying to figure out different routes and different avenues to become successful, or like, you know, try something different, or to step out of my comfort zone, because you have to as artists in today's time. Like, you can't get used to what you normally do, because it's just not gonna work out like that.
Right, call it out the sky, as I always say. Now, you've been doing music, like we said, a very, very long time. And you've been on a journey for a very long time. Now, you're getting older, and you told me that you started writing. So the writing has your writing increased too?
So much.
That's good.
The writing has increased so much. One, I definitely want to shout you out for that, because you definitely helped me tap into that. As an artist, I've been told, you know, by different people, get into the writing, because if you write, you can start writing for other artists. That's another way to get into this game. And it's like, I used to just neglect all of that. Like, no, I'm focused on artists. I'm in artist mode. I'm not trying to write for anybody else. If I write, it's for me. It is what it is. But I've definitely been tapping into the pen, writing for different, you know, artists that are underground and artists that are mainstream.
That's big.
And so,
that's huge.
Man.
That's
so
huge.
I definitely want to shout you out, Mr.ThinkSmart.
I appreciate it.
You know, just helping me tap into that and gain the confidence that I needed to just start writing. And with experiences, like, I've experienced so much in the past, but to like tap into writing, or now starting to want to write, is like, every situation I find, I need to. It's a story to write. So it's awesome. It's definitely.
You're welcome, then. You're welcome. I was just doing what God gave me, and that's to help people, man. Just to help people.
Absolutely.
So the world loves you, but they don't even, on my channel, they don't know your voice. Can you give them just a little something?
Oh man. Let me see. And I rise up. I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up. And I do it 1,000 times again. And
all right, stop. We don't want to give them all of that. Girl, you killing it still.
Always, man.
Man, you actually, it sounds like you've gotten, your voice has gotten stronger.
I truly believe them, because it is a muscle. Like, your voice, the vocal cords are a muscle. The more you use it, the better you'll get at it. that's just like with anything in life. You play the piano, the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. The guitar, I know you're trying to do that. You know, exactly.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
the
it.
more you practice, the better you get at it. And I'm a firm believer that if you don't use it, you lose it.
Right,
the more
right.
you use it, the better it becomes. So yeah,
And your faith is increased too, huh?
it has to, because at this point, it's like, what else is there?
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
you don't, I mean, because you go through life, you deal with different things, you experience different things, and of course, all of us fall into depression. We become sad. We go through life, and so to me, it's just like, regardless, if your faith is high one day or low one day, the negative is still gonna come. The bad is still gonna come. The good is still gonna come. But in my opinion, when you believe harder, even if it's just faith of a mustard seed, it just seems like the good is just so much better. It's so much more refreshing. It's just like always on time.
Right. And we are back. Listen, we still got TheAsiaMajor.
Act like you know it.
Yeah, on the Mr.ThinkSmart Show. So, Miss Major.
Better act like you know it.
You better act like you know it.
Yeah.
So, what kind of advice, through the game, because you've been in the game for a minute, and you've been grinding. What kind of advice would you give a upcoming artist or a one that has a voice or does music in general?
Don't do it. Reconsider. No, I'm joking. There's so much. There is so much. I guess the biggest one would be know your self-worth as an artist. Know the craft, because you are probably going to be the only one that has your best interest at heart in this industry, because people flip-flop all the time. So definitely know. I'm not saying go find a book, research everything about the music industry, but know the basics so that you'll get that little something in your ear to be like, bro, this don't look right, this don't sound right. Because I've been in a couple situations like that where it was like, nah, let me step out the room real quick so I could think a little bit more clearly. And to just have faith, man. Have faith within the process. Have faith in the people. Make sure that when you do get a team, that it's locked down, because there's a lot of sharks that come in and try to separate and break you guys apart and break you up. So just have faith, get an amazing team, and just stick to it, strive, and believe in yourself and believe that God will take care of you. And you'll be fine. And get a mentor like Mr.ThinkSmart, because this man right here had my back.
No doubt.
Like,
no
the
doubt.
struggle was real, and you definitely, like, man, I done been through so many different situations to where I say that if it wasn't for you being there, I'd be stuck, probably would have dropped out of college or whatever, or just not have went certain routes that I went, or taken certain routes that I took. So thank you so much for being a part of my life, and this amazing channel, just, super refreshing and allowing people to just see the different lifestyles of the people that you bring on here within the industry, or within, whatever industry, in the entertainment or book or corporate, whatever. Super informational, and I applaud you on that.
Appreciate it. Well, that is the Mr.ThinkSmart Show.
Absolutely.
Promoting people, man, bringing people's their livelihood and who they are and what they're doing, and putting it out there, no matter if they're rich or poor.
Yeah.
They're startups or they've been in the game for a long time. It's all about the people. All right, so we're going to take another break, but we'll be right back.
What is up, you guys? It's your girl TheAsiaMajor, act like you know it, and y'all are tuned in to the Mr.ThinkSmart Show on ThinkSmart TV.
Something spiritually that God told me was that he said, stop looking at the clock, because he said, you live in time, I live in eternity. I do things at the appointed time.
That's big.
So, I don't worry about time anymore.
Yeah.
I don't wear it because, especially when he tells you in his word that he's going to give you back all of that.
Right.
So,
and that's hard. That's
it
hard.
is hard.
It's
It's human beings, but we have to remind ourselves and constantly remind ourselves within our faith, which strengthens our faith. Because when I look at my life, even when I see you as you grow into an artist, to an amazing artist, like, he still takes care of you. He still gonna take care of you. He still opens those doors, man. So,
and I'm not where I want to be yet, but I will be.
Yeah, keep
and to me, it's just gonna humble me more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna respect it.
Right.
So much more.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, you can't take advantage of this moment.
Right.
You know, it's here. You want to take advantage of the moment, and you should take advantage of the moment, but not in the way that people do nowadays.
Exactly.
Like, you know, take your time, enjoy the little things, just have faith, and just ride this roller coaster, because it's all a part of the journey. And the age thing is huge, because of my age, I constantly doubted myself, just like, well, you getting to the age, boy, and at this point, it's like, you might as well start looking for a job, a 9 to 5, sitting in somebody's desk, typing on a computer. And it's like, I can't think like that. And I don't get angry as much either, because like you said, why worry? What's going to happen is going to happen regardless. It's already predestined, you know. So don't even stress about the little things, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Look for that. Look forward to that. So.
Well, there we have it. Remember, don't worry about tomorrow, and you can't worry about yesterday. Focus on today. Josiah Calhoun, Mr. ThinkSmart, on the ThinkSmart Show with TheAsiaMajor.
Act like you know it.
And we out, man. Thank you for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, and share this video. Peace.
Just to try something different, got your heart to a gun. Why you looking so reckless? It was all about me.